What's up, everybody? This is Roberto Enamorado, aka Robertoinlove. Today is fucking cool last day. Super excited. Bunch of things are going on. So for those who don't know, I actually working at Tesla, and for a hot minute I've been trying to get a Tesla jacket. They were short on supplies, but I finally got mine today. I had to do it via eBay. So yeah, that's number one. I got that this morning. Number two, actually number one, I'm on my way to be zero, as in zero revolving debt. I went from about 10K a little over a year ago in revolving debt, and yeah, I'm a few steps away from being on that zero debt. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. Also, I got a graduation for my students today, and a lot of good stuff happening. So yeah, so I want to break that down a little bit, take a step back. Not too long ago, I remember I was in a bind, health-wise, and also economically. And one of my friends hooked me up. She gave me, let's just say like 3 G's, right? And I cleared out my debt at the time. But what ended up happening was, fast forward, guess what? Got into debt again. Why? Because my habits were still the same. So, a lot of times, when you want to help somebody, you're actually not helping them. It might be a waste of time and or money, resources, whatever, for you and whoever you got involved, or whatever you got involved. And so in that case, that was definitely the case for me. Got the money, cleared out the debt, and then got back in, and later on even got into an even worse situation. So then I left my job, got into a little bit of a, rough situation, but it was one of the best decisions I made. That's like a tongue twister and shit. But we'll get into that later. Anyway, I was thinking about getting rid of my apartment. I was like, you know what? I can't handle this financial responsibility right now. Let me just cut my losses, let that go. And I went on vacation. I was invited, all right? I didn't pay for the trip. Somebody, they hooked me up. They took me on a trip. And while I was out there, I was just journaling a lot and writing down, like, what are some things that I want to do. So, I was like, you know what? I want to make a decision, to keep my apartment. Now, before I left, actually, somebody offered me 7 G's as a gift. Like, yo, if it's like that, like, don't worry, I'll hook you up. Like, you're helping me out with X, Y, Z. And, yeah, you can, don't worry about it. And you can hold on to your apartment. I was like, nah, I don't want your money, right? Other people also. I remember my mom told me, yo, like, your sister told me that she wants to help you out with stuff, but like you don't do too good with getting help from others, and that's true. I have that quote unquote problem, but whatever. That's just my personality. And then came back from the trip, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep this apartment. Figure this out. I don't want your money. And along the way, there was at one point where I was a little tight, really, really tight. And I reached out to my sister to help me out with a little something, and was a little bit. And that was about it economically. One of the first things I did was, pay her back. She was like, nah, chill, just hold that down. It's all right, it's all good. So I left that alone. But the rest of it was work, figuring it out. It's like, all right, well, I got to figure out, number one, my personal spending habits. How are we going to figure that out? Maybe what are ways that I can generate some more money, right? And one of those was getting not just one job, but 2. And then working on other projects that are money's trickling in, and some other stuff that I got going on, right? And yeah, so I'm excited to say that, it's not like I'm popping my collar that, I do everything by myself and on my own. That's definitely not the case. If I'm here, talking, and trying to help people out, and setting an example is really because of all the people have helped me out. So I figured, I gotta pay it forward. That's just my personality. But at the same time, you gotta pop your own collar too and acknowledge the work that you do. And a lot of people might just take the help and keep asking for hand-me-downs, and they never develop the character, the personality, the habits, the traits to overcome obstacles, and then they end up handicapped. And I don't mean handicapped, the usual sense of the term, but just in their mind, their own obstacles handicap them. The barriers stifle them in a very real way. So so that's what I wanted to share today. So thank you all so much for your time. Hope this will help a few of you, a lot of you, inspire to get your shit together and represent like that Nas song. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm talking about. Check that song out. That shit gets me hyped. And of course, check out my website, RobertoInLove.com, on Instagram, Facebook, yada, at RobertoInLove, and also my crowdfunding campaign, patreon.com/RobertoInLove. If you want to show some support, $2, $3, $5, $10, $20, $100, whatever bucks, $100. It's really appreciated. Keep helping enable my creative projects, community projects, and all that stuff. But anyway, thank you so much again for your time. It's the most important thing. Peace.